Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Gurley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Fournette, and some room to roam now. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he stopped immediately there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. On second down now, it's Jones, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Throwing is Brady on third down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Ford out another crack. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 2nd and 9, Brady caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll run it again with Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We dominate today.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. From the 24, Ryan is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, it's Smith, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Ryan. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Come on with it, man.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Second and 8. Now Ryan. And he almost intercepted him. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Brady. to Evans on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if
so a tie ball game here as the kick's away. With it on the return is Logan. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
they've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. First throw of overtime for Brady. Open man. Bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, 26 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
This is JoJo Natson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Ito Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. This is taken at the 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Smith. And he's got some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith. 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check three.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 37. 21. Mike's 42. Hey, pick it up, defense.
From the gun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Mike's 4-2. Pick me up. Here we go. 42's the Mike.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check curls.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. He finds an opening past the 40. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike's 4-2.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone.